Hello everyone, welcome to this video which we shall start sitting down to warm up a little bit, and we'll work hopefully a little bit on our core stability today. Close your eyes in a comfortable seated posture, perhaps legs extended or legs crossed, long spine, so if you need to sit on a brick or a book or a cushion, please do so. Find the elbows towards the waistline, the spine long. And let's take about 5 settling breaths here. Just notice what it's like to be in your body today. And remember, as always, to only ever go as far as you feel is comfortable. Plenty of options are given to you. Slowly open your eyes at the end of your next exhale. And then let's stretch a little bit into the neck. Release the left ear towards the left shoulder. Make sure the right shoulder is back. Then take the left arm over towards the right ear, allowing just the weight of the hand to be on the head. And then gently resist the hand with the head just pushing against it. The hand is not pushing, it's the head that pushes back up. Then release very gently, either lift the head on its own or use your hand to the cheek to bring it back to the centre. Over to the other side. Release the left shoulder back. Take the right arm over towards the left ear, very gently allow the natural weight of the hand to be against the head. And then press the head into the hand. Sustain the posture, never hold the breath. And then release. Again, very gently bring the head back. Let's take a couple of shoulder rolls and in the other direction. From this, we're going to shake our hands about, so you can shake your hands back and forth. Good. You're going to interlace the fingers, press the palms away from you, and then lift the arms overhead, releasing the shoulders back. Doesn't matter how high or forward or back you go, just make sure you're comfortable. Your sitting bones are down, touching the floor or your support. And then you can start to lift the arms and feel that length into the body. Then release the arms out to the side. We're going to take the opposite crossing of the legs and maybe remove our supports or not. From this here, let's take the left hand to the side of the left hip, the right arm up. You're going to turn the palm facing up towards the ceiling and then take a C shape, making sure that the right sitting bone is still glued to the floor. Inhale back all the way to the center. Let's take this to the other side. So both sitting bones down, right hand by the side of the right hip, left arm out, turn the palms up, and then you're taking that C shape. Allow the head to be relaxed. Inhale back through towards the center. This time take right arm to the outside of the left leg, left hand behind you. Keep your belly button facing forward and turn from under the rib cage. Perhaps the gaze can follow, perhaps not. Gaze back to the center, spine comes back through towards the center. Take a breath. Over to the other side. Belly button to the center. Twist from under the rib cage. Allow the gaze to follow. gaze back through to the center, spine comes back through towards the center. Then from this, inhale and lift the arms up, fold forward and in there. If that's not comfortable, you can take the legs out, and in fact you could have started with your legs extended and have done all of those with the legs straight. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, take your hands into fists and plant them behind you, behind the sitting bones. If you can, you're going to lift your hips up and roll the shoulders back. You could also do this feet flat and then lift up into a counter tabletop. Release your sitting bones down towards the floor, and then if you're cross-legged, you release the legs, you're going to slide down onto your backs. This is maybe where you'll need a brick or a book with an elastic band around. That's always quite good to keep the pages from flapping about. So from this, we're going to take the hands behind the head, interlacing the fingers, elbows up towards the ceiling. You could have your brick between your thighs as a little bit of a core connector here. Tuck the chin, allow the back to be more towards the floor, so the belly button goes towards the spine and the spine goes towards the floor. Inhale, and then as you exhale, it is the hands that lift the weight of the head as your elbows point towards your thighs. Inhale all the way down. Exhale, we'll do this some more, and then this time aim to maybe lift a little higher up so you might feel some of your stomach muscles at the front work. And again. And one last time. Release the elbows out, take the brick away from the thighs, and then you can extend the legs forward, take the arms back. Breathe into your belly, exhale loudly. Let's take another one. So there you've worked into the frontal abdominals here. So let's have the feet flat towards the floor. Take the shins parallel to the floor, so the knees are in line with the hips, and we're going to try to work into the obliques, into the sides here. So you can have your arms to the floor, either arms out or cactus arms, so where the fingertips are pointing behind you. Engage your core and see how far you can go. So you can go to the left, back through towards the centre, and go to the right. The aim is to keep the shoulders on the floor and not to tense into your neck. So you won't necessarily go so far. Be honest with yourself. It doesn't matter whether your knee is going to the floor. You might notice that one side is a little bit more balanced, a little bit more stronger than the other side, and you may go a little lower down. Come back to the center, release the feet, release the arms, and then take your gaze from side to side a couple of times. For the next one, so we worked into the frontal abdominals as well as the diaphragm when we were breathing and curling up. We worked on the sides here. We're going to try to work into more of the pelvic floor muscles here. So take your hands to your lower belly and then cough. And then you'll feel where those muscles engage. Now try to keep the belly button towards the spine and the spine towards the floor. If you've got quite an arch in your back, you might find it helpful to just place a little towel or even actually your hands to check that you're making the bridge to the floor. From this again, aim to keep the shoulders and the neck relaxed. Bring the shins parallel to the floor, and you're going to engage that core so you're feeling the strength. Release the heels towards the floor only as low down as they will go before you feel that your core wants to pop up or that your head wants to lift up off the floor. So you may go all the way down or not. If you're feeling that this is too strong, we're only going to do this twice. Release the knees in towards the chest. Good. Hug them, rock from side to side. And then from here, take the hands behind the legs, tuck the chin. You're going to start some spinal rolls, only if that's comfortable. If it's not comfortable for you to roll up onto the spine up, you're going to come onto your side and then make your way up. But otherwise here, you're going back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, and you can cross your legs. Great, let's move on to our hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Let's take the left leg back, then lift it no higher than hip height. So you may want to turn the left toes in towards the midline so that you don't open out. Perhaps you can take the right arm by the side of the ear and then extend. Possibly you just do one limb at a time. If you have issues with your wrist, I will show you on the other side what you can do. Release. Issues with the wrists, you come up onto your fists so the wrists are straight. So here, let's take the right leg back and the left arm up. So we lift again. You may turn the toes towards the midline so that you're long and you're strong into your core. Notice that I keep my gaze down. I'm not looking forward or to the sides. Release the hand, release the knee. Separate the knees, sit back into your heel, relax into the hands and take your cheeks to one side or your forehead to the floor. Have a couple of breaths in Balasana, your child's posture. Take the hands towards the front, slide onto your front here. Your core is also your back muscles. So from here what we'll do is have the hands to the side of the chest. Tuck the toes, lift the knees and extend the legs. And then from this you're going to inhale, lengthen the tailbone so it's sort of lengthened to the lower back, press the pubic bone down, lift the head, maybe lift the hands, and then as you exhale, release down. Take this 3 more times. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Let's do the legs this time. So you can take your hands under your face and relax the cheek to one side. Tuck the toes again, lift the knees, extend. Try to keep the toes and the heels together. They might not want to do so because of your lower back. That's fine if they want to separate. But again, keep the belly button towards the spine and the spine towards the ceiling. So you want to have that length into the lower back. Forehead down. Inhale, you're going to lift those legs. Exhale, release. They may not want to feel like they're going very high up, but they're certainly working. Release, take your cheek to the other side, Wibble wobble your bottoms. Bend your knees and then just shake them from side to side. Your ankles, you can cross at the ankles. Good. You may want to practice the arms or you may want to practice the legs separately again. Maybe a couple of times with the upper body and a couple of times with the lower body. Or you can this time try to take the arms by the side of the body, take your fingertips towards your toes, take the legs together, lengthen the tailbone, press the pubic bone down, inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. Inhale, lift, exhale, release. One last time. I've lost count, to be honest. And release. Good. Cheek to one side. Again, relaxing in your lower back. Tuck the toes. Hands to the side of the chest. Bring yourself back into your hands and knees. Sit back into your heels. Slowly uncurl yourselves back up. Slide the legs out to the side. Come forward. Lift the chest. We're going to come to shallow boat, Navasana, or harder Navasana. So here you're going to have the hands by the side. You're lifting the chest, releasing the shoulders, toes and heels together. And then you may just want to lift one leg at a time, or you might be able to lift both legs. So here, resist rounding. You really are lifting, you're gazing towards the toes. If you want to, you may even straighten the legs. Hold the posture, never the breath, remember. If you want to touch, rock hard-ish. Then bend the knees, slowly release yourself all the way down to the floor. Have the feet flat to the floor. Have a couple of breaths to recover. You can even take the knees in and just rock them from side to side. With your feet hip width apart, even maybe wider to mat width apart. Arms a little bit out of the way. Inhale, and then as you exhale, knees go over towards the right, nose over towards the left. Inhale back through towards the center, knees towards the left, nose towards the right. Repeat this a couple more times. Come back through to the center when you're ready. Take the arms out to the side. You can stay here for a minute or so of relaxation, and you can extend the legs. Go about your day. You can gently bring the feet flat to the floor, roll over onto one side, curled up. Then you can sit back up. You don't have to come back straight away, you can take your time. If you'd like to add up to this class, you can carry on with another one on the site or go about your day. Enjoy. Namaste.